Have you ever found yourself presenting your research, looking out at your audience and realizing they're just not with you? Maybe their eyes are glazing over, or worse, they're checking their phones or working on their laptops. It takes the wind out of your sail, right? As PhD students, we're often taught that rigorous data, complex graphs, and sophisticated arguments speak for themselves. And yes, they're crucial. But here's a hard truth. Your research will have more impact if your target audience connects with it. So how do you bridge the gap between your complex ideas and your audience? The answer is storytelling. We're trained to value precision, accuracy, and evidence, and rightly so. But let's look at the neuroscience behind effective communication. Research in cognitive science shows that when you present data alone, you activate only small, logic-centered parts of the brain. But wrap that data into a story, and suddenly you activate multiple brain regions, including those tied to emotion, empathy, memory, and decision-making. Stories are 22 times more memorable than facts alone. Imagine presenting your research at a conference or defending your dissertation. You don't just want people to understand your data, you want them to care about it, remember it, and perhaps even act on it. That's where storytelling comes in. Let's consider an iconic research presentation, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor's TED Talk on her own stroke experience. Now, she could have chosen to begin like this. Strokes occur due to disrupted blood flow to the brain, potentially causing cognitive deficits. But instead, she opened with a deeply personal narrative, describing the morning her stroke happened, moment by terrifying moment. This vivid storytelling approach didn't just convey facts, it built empathy, urgency, and understanding. Her talk has over 30 million views, resonating far beyond academic circles. But what if your research isn't personal? Maybe you're working on theoretical physics, complex algorithms, or abstract philosophy. Can you still use storytelling? Absolutely. Let's say your PhD research addresses quantum computing. Instead of starting with dense theory, you might say, imagine solving problems in seconds that today's supercomputers would take thousands of years to tackle. This isn't sci-fi, it's what quantum computing promises. But there's one big problem. Quantum systems are incredibly fragile. My research seeks to make quantum computers stable enough to unlock their immense power. See what happened there? The complexity didn't vanish, it just became accessible. It responded to your audience's, "Why should I care?" How do you apply storytelling to your research? By using these 3 effective presentation techniques. Start with the big picture moment. Begin by setting a compelling scene. Ask yourself, what's at stake if my research question goes unanswered? Use the and but therefore ABT framework. Make your complex research clear and engaging. My research focuses on topic, and it's essential because significance. But we face major problem. Therefore, my study aims to your solution. So if I use this framework, my presentation could look like this. Renewable energy is crucial for our planet and our survival. But current solar panels are inefficient. Therefore, my research explores materials that double solar efficiency. Show, don't just tell. Use visuals, metaphors, or analogies. Imagine explaining gene editing with the analogy of a pair of molecular scissors. Complex science suddenly becomes relatable. Remember, as PhD students or young researchers, you're not just a researcher, you're a communicator and advocate for your ideas. Facts inform, but stories transform. See you soon.